You're being watched. The government has a secret system, a machine that spies on you every hour of every day. I know because I built it. I designed the machine to detect acts of terror, but it sees everything. Violent crimes involving ordinary people, people like you. Crimes the government considered irrelevant. They wouldn't act, so I decided I would. But I needed a partner. Someone with the skills to intervene. Hunted by the authorities. We work in secret. You'll never find us. But victim or perpetrator, if your number's up, we'll find you.
Real quick, man, I just want to drop this jewel. You know I love my baby Perky. Her fine ass. You know, the videos that she be you know, pretty much a lot of these, it's a lot of reactional videos out here, and they be showing, I don't know where they be getting these clips. I guess, you know, they get it from everywhere. They get it TikTok, YouTube, whatever, but I find the clips from them. You know what I mean? It be some deep stuff. A lot of the stuff I already know. Some of the stuff, you know, I'm a teacher, but I'm always a student at the same time. I'm always learning and finding something new. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all, but I'm about to show you right now. I've been trying to tell y'all to get the book, you know, straw man, stuff like that, legalese, things of that nature, because, you know, the words are spells. You know what I'm saying? We be cursing ourselves and don't even know it. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. You know, they teach us spelling. They used to teach us cursive in school. They don't teach cursive no more. I don't have nothing against cursive handwriting because I love cursive. I'm not a cursive writer. You know, my cursive just wasn't all that, you know, good, you know. But for those that do have decent cursive, I think it's amazing. I think it's real decent if you got real decent cursive. But anyway, let me go ahead and play this video, and I just want y'all to see this.
Life. Thank you, Scoot, for the video.
It was bananas.
Oh yeah. Parents are a pair who.
Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna let it play, and I'm gonna rewind it back. So because you got to see it. You know, you got to sink this in your brain.
Rents because you don't own your child. You sign them away using a signature. Oh my God. You are born.
Hold on, let me see. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Hold on, let me turn this up. Oh my God.
To this world, and the word born comes from barren, which means lifeless, dull, and boring. Then you are controlled by the government, the government mentality.
So let me take it back. Let me walk y'all through.
Parents are a
now look at this. Parents. Parent. They give us these words. Pair. Your two parents are a pair, like a pair of sneakers. Pairs come in two, right? Parent. They gave us that name because you're renting your children, because you don't really own your children, because remember, you gave them to the system. You gave them to the government by what? That birth certificate.
Pair who rents because you don't own your.
Look at this. He said you don't own. You see the birth certificate right here?
Child, you sign them away using a signature. Oh my God.
Hold on, let me rewind it because he's moving fast.
Because you don't own your child, you sign them away using a signature.
He said you sign them away by using the signature. Look at the word signature, sign, sigil. Somebody always want to call when I'm on the phone doing things. Signature, sign your nature. Look at the word signature. You see sign, you can see sign, and you can see nature. You see that? Hold on, where am I? Hold on. Look at the look how they separate the word. Look at that sign, nature, sign, nature, signature, sign your nature, sign, sigil. It's crazy.
Nature. Oh my God. You are born into this world, and the word born comes from barren.
Born comes from barren.
It means lifeless, dull, and boring.
He said barren means lifeless, dull, and boring.
Born into this world, and the word born comes from barren, which means life.
Now, look, it says lifeless. I can't really see it right here. It says not bringing useful. I can't really see it. Unprofitable. You know what I'm saying? But he said, look, barren. Definition. You go look it up yourself. You go look it up. You ain't got to believe me. You know what I'm saying? You go look it up yourself, dog.
Lifeless, dull, and boring. Then you are controlled by the government.
Government. They want to govern your ment. What is your ment? Your mentality, your mind. Control, mind control. That's why they got y'all running to the polls. You know what I'm saying? Voting for these people that's not going to get you out of your bondage. You know, how they going to get you out of bondage? And that's the name of the game. The whole name of the game is to put you in bondage. And you trusting in the government. You know what I'm saying? So they can govern your mentality. You thinking that these people going to save you. Nah, they're putting you under mind control. They're not here to save you. These are the devils. These are the devils that your pastor didn't tell you about. See, your pastor done told you about Satan and Lucifer and all this stuff. He got you spooked up in some ghosts running around here and stuff. But you don't realize that these devils and these demons are in the physical form. It is the same people that you run to the polls and vote for. That's what they want. That's why I keep telling you, you must shake the system. You see, y'all really don't understand what it means to separate, detaching from the beast and detaching from the matrix system. This is what it's all about. You got to completely detach everything that they done taught you. You got to basically throw it away. You got to start all over. You got to deactivate these programs that's in your mind. You're never going to be free.
The government mentality, they control your mind. Everything physical began as a thought in the thinking mind. The mind.
Everything physical start in the thinking mind.
Is the root cause of reality, so they control your mind, not your body. They do this by.
So they got us, and this is the reason why we're creating this bad karma and a bad law of attraction, because they done programmed our minds and got us watching this crap, these Menace to Society and Boys in the Hood and all this crap that they got on TV today. So now you putting all that crap inside you. So now you're gonna project it out. Because remember, what goes in must come out. What goes up must come down. You see what I'm saying? If you eat food, it must come out. You put food in your mouth, it goes out the other end, right? You know what I'm saying? So when you watching these shows and these TVs and these TV shows and these movies and stuff, you watching garbage in, garbage out.
The mind is the root cause of reality, so they control your mind, not your body. They do this by broadcasting spells.
They do this by broadcasting spells, and you got your clown people over here always want to scream witchcraft, spells. You know what I'm saying? And you already under a spell. They've been doing witchcraft on you the moment you came out your mother's womb.
To north, east, west, and south, the news.
The biggest witchcraft tool is the TV. And in this day of time now, since people don't watch TV, now they just get you with the phones now.
Then they teach you the vowels in this specific order. A.
Look at this. He said he teach you the vowels. Look at this.
E-I-O-U. To teach you that you owe them to become a...
To teach you that you owe them. Let me rewind back for the slow ones in the back.
Then they teach you the vowels in this specific order, A-E-I-O-U, to teach you that you owe them to become a slave. You are weak in the weak.
Now check this out. Check this out. The beast got you deceived thinking you owe them. Check this out. The weekdays.
Days because you
work. Now this one right here he got me on, cause I didn't see this one before. All the other ones I already knew about. This one right here, working. Look at the word. Working. Ain't that something? I was like, wow. So he basically saying if you're working, you were a king. If you got a job, you're no longer a king. You're a slave. Remember, because you're working for the debt. What is the debt? The paper, the fiat dollar. You see what I'm saying? So you're working. So you were a king. But you're no longer a king because you're working. I'm like, yo, man, that was a good one.
You are working where you were a king. You are no longer a king if you are working. Then on the weekend, you are weakened from the weekday.
You see that? So they give you the weekend. I remember the other dude had told me a long time, they give you the weekend. It's like the weaker end of the stick. So you work all week. You put in your 40 hours, right? You think you're doing something. You ain't doing nothing, right? So you weak. They give you the weekend, right? Because now you're tired. You done beat yourself up. So then you got the weaker end of the stick. They give you the weekend. These words be funny, boy.
If you are working, then on the weekend you are weakened from the weekdays. Days is a days where you are in a state of confusion. The television is used to tell a vision, to program.
What I tell you all the time, television mind control program, remote control.
You on the programs. They want you to think slaughter is laughter, hello is hell is low. Words are swords because they mold your mind. They also create three-dimensional sound waves which impacts the fabric of matter.
Thank you, JD, for the video. Y'all.
So that's why I just wanted, I'm gonna stop right there. And this right here is about Fortnite. You can sell your soul to the devil on Fortnite. We're about to check that out too. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You know, I'm not telling y'all to go quit your jobs, nothing like that. But this is very informative. This is just information that you need to know. You see what I'm saying? You need to know these things. You know what I'm saying? They got you a slave. You know, anybody that got a job, you making, you know, you're doing 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, whatever you're doing. You're basically like a dog chasing your own tail. Because the moment you make that money, you got to give it right back. And it's just where they got us stuck in this perpetual loop. You see what I'm saying? Because you constantly working just to pay, just to work. Now, it would be different if we was working and stacking this dough and you ain't had to pay. You could stack this dough. But since they make you pay for everything, you got to pay for taxes. You got to pay to eat. You need water. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay your bills, blah, blah, blah. Car insurance, car note, mortgages, whatever. You cannot, the system, the matrix is designed for you not to keep your money. You're not going to keep nothing. You see what I'm saying? So taking it back to that weekend, you worked all week from Monday, and some people work even longer. Some people are doing 6 days a week. So you're weak. They done broke you down all week. And now you finally get a day or two to rest, and then you got to go right back and do it all over again. You're a slave. But I understand people still don't want to admit the truth because the truth hurts.
Fortnite.
What do y'all got going on, bro?
Hey, Perky.
Fortnite has crossed the line, y'all. We all know that kids is in love with this game.
Absolutely.
So for them to do what they just did is wild as They don't just love this game, they're obsessed with this game. So if y'all don't know, Fortnite just had a new update, and it's called Fortnitemares. And in this update, they have a devil on a throne.
Now I've seen this before. I seen this on somebody else's video. Somebody else that does the same thing that Perky do, that do this reaction videos. Somebody else. So I already know what he's talking about. I don't know if y'all know.
And get your friend back. Essentially,
This is it right here.
You'll be selling your soul to get your partner back into the game. This shit's crazy as You cannot make this up.
You can't make it up, man. So I'm gonna stop it right there. You cannot make this up. So basically you can go ahead, you know what I'm saying, if you play Fortnite, if y'all play Fortnite, then you should already know. You know what I'm saying? That they're conditioning the minds of the children. Cause see, the parents don't know. The parents ain't, you know, monitoring the kids and watching what they watch and play. You know what I'm saying? The parents is telling the kids, get out of my face and go play the game. In fact, that's the reason why the parents gave the kids the game, just so you can get so the kids can get out your face. So you don't even know what's in the game. So here it is, they got Shaitan all up in the joint, and you have no clue. You have no clue that little Ray Ray and JJ is hypnotized by these games, and then they grow up and be out here killing people. And you wonder why? Remember that video I did a long time ago about the boy that killed his own mother because his mother didn't buy him the game. And then after he killed his own mother, or should I say unalive? After he did that, right? He went and he took the credit card out of her purse and went and purchased the game. Why the mother was unalive, man? I'm trying to tell you, boy. You know what I'm saying? The mind control is real, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Holla back, DB Gangstar Simulation. You already know. It's the best channel on YouTube. Shout out to you, Perky. Holla at me. We out.